are going to see what is IoT, Internet of Things, how IoT is going to work, what is the current status, what progress of IoT we have, and knowledge management from data to system, what is the future, what is the potential of IoT, where all we can tap its applications of IoT, technological challenges, criticisms, and controversies, and references. So this is the plan of the presentation. So IoT is a network of physical objects. So you have physical objects which are having electronic software, sensors, it may be network connectivity, and we are going to collect data from everything and exchange data. So you are going to have a sensor which is going to measure some data, and I am going to transmit that data over the internet to a particular user who needs it badly. So he needs it for monitoring the data. Okay. So for the sensor to do everything, it should have electronics, it should have software, it should have network connectivity, everything embedded within the sensor itself. Okay, so IoT, the main aim of IoT is to allow remote remote controlling of an existing infrastructure, or just sensing the parameters and monitoring it, or you create opportunity for direct integration between the physical world and computer based system. See, previously these smart fridges, smart locks were not there. So now everything can be automated. So smart lock, you need not open the smart lock from standing outside your house. You can even be anywhere in the world and you can open the smart lock using an internet command, right? So it allows objects to be sensed. You can sense a particular parameter and view its continuous progress, or you can completely remotely control an existing network infrastructure, or create more opportunities for direct integration between the physical world and computer-based systems. So research will result in improved efficiency, accuracy, and economic benefit. Things means it's a wide variety of devices. So thing here refers to wide variety of devices. For example, if you are monitoring the health vital parameters of a patient, it may be heart monitoring implants, biochip transponders on farm animals, electric lamps in coastal waters, automobiles with the built-in sensors, DNA analysis devices for environmental food pathogen monitoring, or field operation devices that assist firefighters in search and rescue operations. So it may be any device which is going to send some parameter and transmit data. So that is going to be called as things in an IoT sense. So these devices will collect the useful data with the help of various technologies, and autonomously the data is going to flow between the two devices. Okay. So the IoT first became popular in 99 through the Auto ID Center at MIT Massachusetts Institute of Technology, and the related publication. RFID was seen as a prerequisite for IoT at that point. So how to identify the different objects? They would assign RFID to each object. So if that RFID is scanned, it means that particular object is sending data. That was the understanding they had. So if all the objects and people in daily life were equipped with identifiers, computers could manage and I inventory them. So if everybody is going to have an identifier, then it will be easy for computer to identify who is sending data, who is receiving data. So it will have a unique identifier for each person, right? Besides using RFID, the tagging of devices achieved through many technologies like near field NFC, near field communication, barcode. Now you have QR code, Bluetooth, digital watermarking. So other than identifiers, you can also use all of these technologies for uniquely identifying each of your device. That was possible. Internet of Things is not a result of single technology, but it is actually several complementary technical developments which provide capabilities that taken together help to bridge the gap between virtual and physical world. So I'm connecting both the physical and virtual. So I am any previously when I want to when the temperature is very hot inside the house, I need to go and manually turn on the AC. But now with this technology taking over everything, automatically when the temperature is very high, the AC is turned on for me to reduce the temperature of the room. So that is done automatically. So IoT is going to bridge the gap between virtual and physical world. Okay, so these capabilities include communication and cooperation, how we are communicating and with whom we are communicating. Okay, addressability, how to identify each device, identification of device, so what parameter it is sensing, what action it is taking, embedded information processing, localization, user interface. All these things are going to be the additional features of IoT. IoT is working. How IoT is going to work? Very simple. You have an RFID for tracking the data of things. Then you have a sensor which is going to measure the actual physical parameter. So if any change happens, it's going to note that. So it collect and process the data to detect the changes in physical status of things. Smart technology to enhance the power of network by devolving process. So I'm going to the sensor is going to be connected to a network, and this is going to share the information to the network using the smart technology. And nanotech to make smaller and smaller things. So nanotech is the entire size of the module, which is going to be very, very smaller because of the technological advancements what we have seen in the present day. Okay, structure of IoT. IoT can be built as a gigantic network. See, is this if you assume if you consider this to be for one house, assume this is going to happen repeatedly for all the houses. Means so you can see here a lot of devices and computers will be connected to the numerous technologies like RFID in some case wireless connectivity, some case Wi-Fi, some case Bluetooth, some case physically through wires. So it may be anything. Okay, tagging things. So real-time traceability and addressability by using RFID. So RFID can be used to tag your things. Sensor can act as primary devices to collect data from the environment. Shrinking things, miniaturization and nanotechnology has made the devices to become smarter and smarter by reducing their size. And thinking things, intelligence, embedded intelligence in devices through sensors. So embedded, you have the microcontroller inside your device is going to be the brain of the unit, and it is going to ensure that it takes care of all the crucial process. So different things are tagging things, feeling things, thinking things, and thinking things. Tagging means RFID, feeling means sensors, thinking means nanotechnology, thinking things means the intelligence. So current status and future prospects. So how much people are using IoT connected devices? 3 billion, and they are expected to. It is expected to number of connected devices per person. So average 7 devices will be connected per person by 2020 around the world. So that is what the prediction given. 2003, you see, it is less than one. So very people are very reluctant to use IoT, but as technology is fast growing. People are slowly migrating towards this IoT domain. So IoT is a network of networks. So you have individual networks which are connected together with security, analytics, and management. It forms a complete network of networks. So these networks connected with added security, analytics, and management capabilities. Security, encryption and decryption. So whatever data you send, it has to be highly secured, correct? So it has to be highly secured. So that encryption and decryption is done. Analytics is viewing the live data on your smartphone. That is analytics and management capabilities in case of a failure, how the system is going to react. So this will allow the IoT to become even more powerful in what it can help people achieve. So previously, internet was considered to be the biggest network, but now IoT is considered a network of network because you have huge amount of devices connected to the internet. Okay, so turning data into wisdom. So data is fine-tuned, it is called as wisdom. So the more data is created, the better understanding and the wisdom people can obtain. So data is going to be a very crude information. The processed data is called as information. You have answers to who, what, where, when questions. When this information will become knowledge is when you answer the how questions. When you answer the why questions, knowledge becomes understanding, and understanding becomes wisdom. Ultimately, when you evaluate the understanding of the uh, DeFi thing. So the data is going to be less important, and wisdom is going to be more important. That is going to benefit the humanity. So that's why they say more data, the better understanding and the wisdom people can obtain. So what happens when 50 billion machines become connected? So you have separately industrial internet happening where you have from rail yard, you have real-time network planning, and you have a shipment visibility, you have an hospital optimization, you have intelligent medical devices, you have connected machines, you have a smart grid, where power calculations are done, you have factory optimization, you have logistic optimization. So when all these are going to be connected, it becomes what is called as industrial IoT, industrial internet. Okay, so everything is virtualized, analytics become predictive, employees increase productivity, machines are self-healing and automated, monitoring and maintenance is mobilized. So completely everything becomes automated. But again, you cannot make it 100% automated. There need to be human intervention to periodically check and see if things are going fine. Sky is not the limit, but it is only the beginning with IoT. Potential of IoT, the value of industrial in the internet is very huge, and you can see the estimate the number of billion estimated value you have for all these industries: aviation, power, healthcare, rail, and oil and gas. So these are going to dominate the industrial IoT evolution. So it is estimated that if companies just use 1% savings on the IoT industry, then they can become more productive. Unlock the massive potential of IoT. It is going to give you improved performance, reduce the cost, new revenue stream, and create innovative services. The technology roadmap. So in 2000, you had this RFID tags, and here you had the surveillance, security, healthcare, now locating people in everyday objects, now teleoperation and telepresence. So even in today's pandemic world, you cannot be physically go and visit a doctor, but telemedicine and other facilities are happening that you can sit at home, you can speak live to a doctor, and he will send the prescription online. Correct. So everything has become so advanced. So the this is the road technology roadmap for IoT. Okay, so the thing is going towards software agents and advanced sensor fusion. So how to combine the sensors and how to have a unified software across the entire IoT domain. Applications of IoT is very minimal thing is depicted in the home picture here. So ultimate goal of IoT is to automate human life. Okay, so ensure that the devices are going to play a part in automating human life. The few applications of IoT building and home automation, which we have seen extensively: manufacturing, medical and healthcare systems, media, environmental monitoring, infrastructure management, energy management, transportation, better quality of life for elderly. So anything, any area you say that the application of IoT will be visibly present. Okay. Now, diverse application, home consumer, to which we have seen smart homes, light bulb, security, pet feeding, irrigation controllers, smoke alarm, refrigerator, infotainment, washer, dryer, stove, energy monitoring, all these coming under home IoT. Transport mobility, traffic routing, telematics, package monitoring, smart parking, insurance adjustment, supply chain, shipping, public transport, airlines, trains, all these are going to be the transport mobility. Then you have a health, patient care, elderly monitoring, remote diagnostic, equipment monitoring, hospital hygiene, bio-wearables, sensors. All these are going to be the health sector. In building and infrastructure, you have HVAC, security, lighting, electrical transit, emergency alert, structural integrity, occupancy, and energy credit. Finally, smart cities, you have electrical distribution, maintenance, surveillance, signage, utility, smart grid, emergency services, and waste management. So any field you will take, the application of IoT will be automatically present there visibly. So smart parking, it is applicable now where the countries like US, it is implemented and it can provide visibility for letting you know the availability of parking spaces across the city. So residents can identify and reserve the closest available space. The traffic wardens can identify non-compliant usage and they can produce demand-based pricing. The efficient waste management in smart cities supported by sensing as a service. So you have garbage cans which have sensors which can show the weight and which can say that if the garbage is full, you have to come and collect it. So it is periodically connected to the cloud, and definitely it will call the garbage trucks. It will notify the garbage trucks to come and collect the same. So this will be having connectivity with city council, recycling plant, manufacturing plant, and health and home safety authorities. So simple example of how garbage collection is being done automated by a IoT based system. So just an example, okay. Sensors even in the holy cows. Yes, even the cows will be considered monitored. You have this. Nowadays, you can see cows with these RFID tags. The sensors are implanted in the ears of the cattle. This allows farmers to monitor cows' health and track their movements, ensure a healthier and more plentiful supply of milk and meat for the people to consume. So you have a device which will completely monitor the health of your cows and also the location in case if you are lost anywhere. So they can track the location using GPS and they can find the location of the cow. So on an average, you see each cow generates about 200 MB of information per year. So such amount of information is generated per cow. All the vital parameters are scanned. Even if their location is completely tracked up. Okay, so of course we know nothing remains static, especially when it comes to the internet. So the companies like Cisco, GE, they are all planning for a several things for IoT, as cows, water pipes, everything become connected to IoT. The world has potential place to become a better place. So you can completely automate everything. Wastage can be minimized, and you can effectively use the resources. So with the trillion sensors embedded in the environment, all are connected by computing systems. It will be possible to hear the heartbeat of Earth, impacting human interaction, as well as the internet has been revolutionized. So previously internet was only for data, but now internet has been extensively used by all these sensors to exchange information and take action accordingly. So the next stage of the information revolution is going to be IoT, and everything from urban transport to medical devices to household appliance, everything will be connected to IoT in the near coming days. So since IP version 4 is having limited number of addresses, so all devices and objects in IoT will use IP version 6 to occupy the extremely large address space required. So objects in IoT will not only be devices with sensory capabilities, but also they will be provide actuation capabilities. On the other hand, IoT systems could also be responsible for performing actions, not just sensing. Just physical sensing alone is not intelligent shopping systems. So they could monitor specific users' purchasing habits in a store and track their specific mobile phones. So the users will be provided with special offers in case if it comes, and they can automatically purchase them online. So even location of items that they need, with which their fridge has automatically conveyed to the phone. Additional example of sensing and actuating are represented in applications that deal with heat, electricity, and energy management, such as cruise assisting transport systems. The other applications are home automation and home safety features. So IoT application scenario when you go for shopping. So when entering the doors, the scanners will identify the tags on our clothes. So when shopping in the market, the goods will introduce themselves. So they will speak and say, I am this, I am that, I am so much of price, and goods will automatically speak. So when moving the good, the reader will tell the staff to put a new one. When paying for the good, the microchip on the credit card will communicate to the checkout reader. So everything will happen automatically, and the person who is going for shopping need not spend extra time for all these things. So how many steps have you walked today? So you have this app, you have this Fitbit Flex, so it will clearly show your sleeping pattern, whether you're asleep or awake, your sleep efficiency. You want to when did you go to bed? Your asleep time, how many times you're awake, and so you were in the bed for how much time? What is the actual sleeping time? So what is your past 30 days? What is your sleeping pattern? So what is the restlessness? So how much you have? So everything can be easily tracked by having this band in your hand. I want to know about myself, so where I am going, who I have interacted with, how long you have spoken to friends, what is the affinity of connections, the how long it takes to work, the tone of your messages, the amount you text, tweet, or update, how much exercises you're getting, how much you get distracted. So all these can be completely tracked about yourself using an IoT. See, these apps are available, but smart bands, if you wear these smartwatches, they will take care of all these things. They will get synced automatically, and they can take care of all these things instantly. The thought controlled computing, the flagship product Mindwave. So it's a headset which can log into your computer with using just your thoughts. So researchers they use EEG signal to develop a toy car that can drive forward the thought. Just if you think that I want to drive a car forward, automatically the signals are captured, and it will automatically drive the car forward. Smart sensors can track your heart rate and bodily parameters and can be embedded in the next generation of wearable devices. Okay. The technological challenges of IoT. So at present, IoT is facing a lot of challenge. First one is scalability. So technology, you cannot increase the number of devices as you like. So you have to plan for that. Okay. Technological standardization. There is no specific standards available for IoT. Each one develop their own software for use. There should be technological standardization. Interoperability might not be there because each one is using his own version of the software. Discovery, automatic discovery of sensors is not there. Software complexity will be there. Data volumes and interpretation. All once since all the IoTs are not following a generic pattern, you will have problems in interpreting data. power supply challenges because each one is using its own device, interaction and short range communication, wireless communication, which protocol we are going to use, fault tolerance. So all these are still unexplored areas in IoT. So in big data, next we have big data is not magic. It doesn't matter how much data you have if you cannot make any sense of it. So if you have 1 MB of data, from that you cannot get any information. That 1 MB of data is waste. So big data means it is data about data. So with that data, what information I am able to extract. Okay. Criticism and controversies of IoT. So some social observers have doubts about this. First one is privacy, whether the data is private, whether anybody can hack into and see it. Security, then whether your data is secured or whether anybody can change that. Autonomy and control, social control, political manipulation, design. Nowadays, you see they are saying, right, even anything can be manipulated in Facebook also, they say, right? So even you can manipulate the number of likes, you can manipulate the page which you want to like. So everything can be manipulated, right? So in that case, this becomes a part of criticism and controversy. Environmental impact and influences human moral decision making. So summary, Internet of Things is only a tip of an iceberg. As you see, you see only a tip outside, but actual application of IoT inside is very huge, which has to be explored still. So what you see is only a tip of the iceberg. The actual iceberg is lying inside the ocean. So these are the references.